All right, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can edit videos in iMovie software on MacBooks or any Apple computers. This is the software that is already installed on the computer, so you don't have to download it on any MacBook. I don't know about the iPads, but on any desktop computers and laptops, it's available. So you can search it by searching for iMovie and open the software. Once you open the software, you will have to import the media. This is what's going to be your media section. You're going to import all the files that you're going to be working with, and that includes the video files, the music files, the pictures that you want to edit or include into your project. So that's your space, and you want to include all those materials here. So I'm going to click on media. On my desktop, I'm gonna import the video that I'm gonna be working with, and then I wish I can import multiple files at the same time. This, and I want to import the music also. So you can hold the command button and you can import multiple files at the same time. If you don't want to do that, and if you want to put any more files after this, you can just do drag and drop. So you can literally pick up the file from your mouse and just bring it here, drop it here, and it will put it in your media. So once we do that, you can bring the video file into the working environment here. And you can see that the video file is here. You can zoom in as much as you want. You can zoom out. I like to work with this kind of with it. It depends on how big the video is, of course. But you can adjust it according to your preferences. So there are a couple of things that I think for any basic video editing you'll be doing. First things first, I want to tell you how you can split the video. The reason for splitting the video is, for example, if you like this section, or you want to keep that section, fine. But here I don't want this guy's shadow. So I'm gonna click here. That's where I want to cut the video. I'm gonna split the clip, and all the way to the point where I can see his shadow up till here. I don't want that part, so I'm gonna split the clip again. Now you can see that this part is different, and this part is segmented. And the central part, that's where the shadow is, because I split the clip, the one before it and then the one after it, and this is the central part. That's the one I don't need. So I'm gonna right click on it, or in Mac, you just click with 2 fingers and you delete this part. So that part is gone. So that's one thing that you can do. Another thing that you probably want to do is you want to lower the volume or increase it based on what your preference is. And we will get into it because I have a music file here, and so I want to include that. But if you want to add a title slide here to show what the video is about, so you can come to the title section here, right here, and you can click here, and there are a lot of inbuilt titles that are already here. You can pick any, and you can drop it here. Pick it up and drop it here. You can change the file here. I can name it car, the exclamation. You can name whatever you want, and that's going to be your title of the picture. You can also increase the length of this So right now, if you pay attention to this, it says 4.0 seconds. So that's how long this thing is gonna roll. So you can put this line in the beginning and press spacebar, and it will show you that it will run for 4 seconds. If you want to decrease that time, you can do that. You want to increase that, you can also do that. So I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more so that you can see clearly. So when you bring your mouse at the end of this title slide, you can see 2 arrows of the mouse. That's where you can pick up the end of this title slide. You can stretch it, make it bigger, longer, like this. I can make it for 6 seconds. I can also decrease it to 2.5 or even more. I'll just keep it at 5 seconds. So now instead of 4 seconds, this is gonna run for 5 seconds. Now I don't want this video to have any sound. So what I will do is I will select this video. So this entire frame is selected. As you can see, it has a yellow border around it. Once it is selected, you can come here on the top, which says volume, and you can mute it. So it's just the volume is gone from this part of the video. You can see that there's the video here, but there is no volume because I muted it. Instead of this, I want to add my own volume. So I'll go back to the media. I'll pick it up. I'll pick up the sound and I'll put it underneath the video. So this is, think of it as layers of your video. This video is gonna run, but this is gonna have a background sound of this. As you can see, I can play it from the beginning. Okay, so this is the sound that we have right underneath our video. Now this sound can be increased or decreased. I can zoom in a little bit more. So if you see this sound area, this is what we're going to be working with. You can adjust the volume by, if you see this line here, this is a very thin line, a white line. You can put your mouse here and then you can see 2 arrows, which shows that you can either increase it or decrease it. You can select, pick it up, and either you can decrease it or increase it based on your preference. It's usually at 100%, but if you want to bring it to 50%, you can do that. Now the music is going to be lower. It's not going to be as loud it is. But what if you want to increase it at certain points and you want to decrease it on some occasions? So what you can do is, let's say for the title, I want it high, but then when the video starts, someone is talking. So I want the music to go low so that people can listen to the music while someone is talking and they can listen to the person talking as well. So that's where the video is starting. So I'm going to split this file into 2 frames. Once it's split, I can reduce the volume on this side. I can keep the volume, or I can increase it on this side, but I can reduce it on this side because on the video we want it low. Now for the smooth transition, let's say we don't want the loud volume to abruptly go into the low volume. That's just unprofessional. So for that, they have this little thing here. If you can see on the part where my mouse is, you can see a small circle. You can pick that thing and you can drag it. You can see that I can drag this thing in and out. So that gives it a smooth transition. So the volume is going to start lowering at this point, and it's going to it's going to be lower until this point, and then it's going to go to the next part of the music. You can do the same thing with this. So it's going to start lower and then it's going to go to the normal sound, what we suggested to the file or frame. So you can see here, so it decreased and then it increased gradually. And you can, of course, stretch it as much as you want, and then you can lower it. So it depends on how you want it. So it's just based on your preferences, but that's how you can do it. Um, let's just work until this part of the video for the sake of simplicity. So I'm gonna delete this and this and this, and I'm gonna select this and delete this. So we don't need music after this. I'm gonna split the clip and I'm gonna delete this file also. So now we're just working with this part only. So that's how you can add the title slide. You can add the videos like this. You can add the music in the second layer. You can increase the volume. You can make it smoother. Now, there are a lot more things you can do with this. So for example, when you sometimes make videos with your phone, you can, those videos are shaky. So you can select the video file or the frame. You can come here. You can add more stability to the video. You can, okay, so this part I'll show you with a picture or something. Because I want to explain that part, what these things do. For the background noise and I don't think so it's very good. But sometimes it works. If there's a background noise and you want to remove that, maybe you can select this video frame and you can reduce the background noise to 50%, or you want to completely eliminate it. So that's what you can do. Here you can increase the speed of your video. Maybe I don't want it normal speed, I want it slower. So as you can see, that increased the frame because now the video is going to go much slower. And you can choose the speed also. Do you want it 50% slow, or do you want it 25% slow, 10% slow? Or do you want it fast? I can make it faster. So now it's going to go faster. So those are the things that you can do. These are the filters that you can add. It just gives you different kind of aesthetics in your video. You can choose to do that. A lot of people don't usually do that here in this software. There are other softwares that are better for that, and you can use that. But for this software, I think you can do basic kind of editing, and that's really good for that. And you can change the color schemes for it. And I want to show you this. So this part, you can do it with pictures, and you can do it with the videos also. So this is how your video is gonna be portrayed. I'm gonna actually bring it to the normal speed first. Oh, okay. So for example, if you do fit, that's how your video usually comes in. So that's how it's gonna show. But let's say you want to do crop. So now you can crop the video. How much video do you want to see? Maybe this part only. So it's only going to show you this part, as you can see. If you want to bring it to fit again, it's going to show you the entire frame of the video. If you want to do key burns, and that is an interesting one. So what happens with this key burns is that it zooms in and out. I don't think so it's doing it with the video part, but I know definitely for sure that you can do it with pictures, where there's the picture and then I guess you can do it here. Let me see here. So you can see that it says end here. It means that the video is gonna start big, this in big frame, you can see, and it says start here. So the video is gonna start big, but eventually it's gonna zoom in to the frame that I put here. So this end frame, it's gonna make it smaller, zoomed in. And that's how we want it, so we can see how this is gonna look. So you can see the video is being zoomed in, as we go into the video. I can make it really, really small. I just wanted to zoom on this tire, let's say. In this case, it's just gonna zoom in all the way to the tire. So those are some editing preferences. It depends what people want, but they exist here. So if you want to use them, go ahead. I'm gonna bring it back to the fit so that you can see the full frame. That's basically what normal editing of the video looks like. I do my editing on this software also for the videos, and works great for me. I don't do anything fancy. Sometimes I do, but I use different softwares for that. In addition to that, I want to show you transitions. So transition is when you want to move from, let's say, titles to a video, or from one picture to another picture. You don't want to abruptly move from one picture to another, so you will put transitions. Transitions make it smoother. See, it just makes it a little bit smoother. Or there are different kinds of transitions. You can select it and then you pick it up, then you change it. I don't want this one. Okay, that's the blur one. It blurs out and then the next frame is shown. So that's how you can add the transitions into your projects. I've already shown you the titles, the background. You can add backgrounds to your projects if you really want. Not a lot of people use that. Then that's pretty much what this software is about. That's how you can edit videos, add pictures, create projects into it.